Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 12th and final episode of Majo no Tabitabi. And yeah, the end of the season in general kind of snuck up on me. I gotta really start looking at that new season chart pretty soon. Feel free to leave suggestions down below of things you think would be good to react to that are up my alley. That could be fun. Anyway, last episode was the best one of the show so far, I would say. We got a big old reunion of all our main characters. We got some hilarious body swapping shenanigans, which, you know, so Saya's body was pretty funny to watch, and Elena's body, I mean, there wasn't really that much difference really, but it was still fun to watch in its own way. And we had Mina, the new character, brought up, you know, Saya's little sister, and she, you know, coming on to Elena pretty strong, and or Saya. It's really hard to describe what happened in the episode in that regard, because souls and bodies were switched and swatched. So yeah, but a lot of exciting stuff happened was kind of my point. That was certainly a fun episode. I don't know what we're going to do with this last one. I mean, there's no way they're going to top the previous episode. I mean, that's for sure. But hopefully we can have a satisfying conclusion to this, you know, pretty great adventure journeying anime. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. So let's just dive on in and see what exactly it's got for us. So 3, 2, 1, play. Was that a coherent intro? I don't know, but we're moving forward anyway. See, we're writing. Something about every witch. You always do. For sure. So we're just gonna do like an overview of the show? Probably not. Oh. Okay. I mean, there's some potential with that. What if we got the opening this episode? Freaking Elena. Okay, I feel like if we're gonna get an opening, that's when we would have gotten it, so... Oh well. Sorry, my ear it's just so badly. Okay. So, this is certainly an interesting place. Do we get our wish now? It's very misty. Who knows what could be hiding? Not a lot of people I'm getting. It's oddly peaceful though. I mean, I kind of like it. So, oh god, dolls. Yeah, nobody would wish for dolls. So is the wish a lie? Is Kyuu here? I mean, Tennant is a magical girl, so. Huh. Yeah, this is certainly interesting. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? A save me or a what? That's an odd question. Of course, her wish would be to have more of herself in the world. I mean that tracks. So are there evil hers running around? She kind of implied there would be. It's nice to meet you. I'm sure we have a lot in common. Are you sure it wasn't? This makes sense to me. Yes. How many are we talking? Wow. I don't know if the world can handle that. I mean, imagine Saya trying to handle that. Well then, welcome to dinner, everyone. We Is that a slime one? What the heck? Why is there a slime one? A usage fee, you say? Right. Dumb one. Hello. Hello. Yeah, that's more of it. Oh, okay, can we keep this one? At least give this one a Saya? I think so. Well, she is a girl, I mean. Wow. Maybe because you're pushing yours up more? Good. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was expecting. We don't need those. I was not looking at you, I was looking at the other you, I swear. Not a bad plan. Oh. Cringy. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay. This is what we're doing with this. My god, Chuni Elena. Why not, Saya? Deep darkness. Oh, we have some sad Elenas. Okay, Aqua. It's a good question. There's actually a lot of the sad ones. For an effect. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, that one is the one that I was really curious about. What is happening in this episode? Because I got glasses, that's how you know I'm intellectual. That one's the most Elena-like so far. Yeah, which one are you? Like, one at a time, please. Where's Saya? Go show. Yeah, I feel very helped. Protagonist to me. That works for me. I mean, I'll just call her Elena. Macarons. How intelligent, as expected of you. Yeah, you know, the potential with Zero and all that. So when do we meet an evil Elena that tries to kill us all? Right. that makes sense. So can we meet Violent You? I mean, there's a lot of you, yeah. I'll try. Well, I guess, but a part of you would be gone forever? Is that how it works? Sure. So how much progress have the meetings made? Yeah, if anyone could figure this out, it would be the protagonist. Exactly. You know, more safe position. Now we're catching up. Maybe you're the smart one after all. As expected of me. So, what are we doing? Getting on a pedestal to give a speech, or going for the throne? Okay. Okay. There was something about that shot that made me want to kneel before her. One at a time, please. I want my mommy. But still, why the slime? Self-awareness. Oh god, is that the violet one? Oh no! I mean, isn't a ghoul already kind of dead? I mean, that's not that bad either. Don't sound too happy that they're still alive. Anyway, hello. She does look pretty violent. Certainly wasn't happy-go-lucky, you. She looks like she could use a nap. Everyone hide. No, I was just keeping it warm for the girl with glasses right over there. You want to talk to her. Not a choice. Okay. We're fighting ourselves. She's upset because she wasn't invited to the meeting. I mean, they're not gonna fight. That too. What are you doing back there? This is not going well for you. Well, you tried. That's what counts. Oh! Ow! Right to the weak spot. They were never meant to be. I'm sorry. Yeah, how many of you can actually fight? Because so far you haven't been impressing that much. Oh wow, the glass. That looked great. You got some Naruto running now. Still so weird seeing so many Elena. Like, she's like the only character in the show, and yet there's a bunch of characters in the episode we're meant to say. Well, I guess they're content for now. Oh no, we have tentacles now. Yeah, so far they have not been impressing too much. So it's really up to protagonist Elena now. As was I. Some double negatives there trying to confuse me. I just assumed it was because it makes it easier to fight. In that country. The doll one. Is Talk no Jutsu gonna work here? We're all different Elenas, I mean... Oh. I think you may have made her mad. I mean, clearly. As expected of me. Ooh. Oh my god, the roof tiles. So is this whole episode like a framing device for Elena for internal conflicts and stuff? Oh god, I'm just gonna throw a house at her. I guess that works. Oh my god. I like that one, so no. How dare you travel without being depressed? Because it's hilarious. Just... yeah, there's a lot of magic in the air right now. Because you're literally the same person. Well, not exactly, but you know what I mean. Well, no progress has been made. But if we continue talking now, that's our only option. Still don't know what possibility leads to being a slime. Yeah, different choices could lead to different yous. I get it. One wrong decision, she could have ended up like that. That's why it's funny. Gonna hold her own hand. Come on, there we go. Now kiss. Have a nice little chat with yourself. Story time. share with the rest of the class, please? Right. Well, that'd be pretty cool. Very fitting. Even better. I mean, we're all the same person. We're not going to disagree, really. Yeah, she especially is into it, I can tell. Is that a cat girl, Elena? How about Majo no Tabitabi? I kind of like that one. That might be the best one yet. It's not too bad. Okay, we got a new better best one. I saw that coming. They're always serious. Are you gonna share it with me? Oh, the three sad ones cuddling together under the blanket. Oh, okay. I hope you do. You go get that doll. Man, seeing Elena sleep with herself, it's kind of nice, not gonna lie. Wow, even handhold it. And now we're back to reality. Man, that was an experience. For her and for me. Well, we got the book, The Wandering Witch, yeah. That's one way to write a book. Not everyone can do it, but it gets results. That's a question. Tell me. What a surprise. Yeah, as far as ways end off in a show, I think this is pretty good. Although we liked some Saya in it, but it's fine. Majo no Tabitabi. I mean, that was always going to be what the book was called. Actually, not over yet. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, that's definitely Elena. Are we gonna bump into each other? Who do we bump into? Please tell me it was Saya. Okay, no. What's happening here exactly? I mean, she looks pretty important. I'm not sure that's supposed to be. Could at least given us a name, so. What did that say? Read this when you wake up in the morning. Oh? Amnesia. Okay. I really wasn't expecting any of that. But okay. Okay. Well, that was the 12th and final episode of Majo no Tabitabi. And I do like how it pretty much ended with the, you know, the creation of the book, the title, all that stuff, because it's what it's all about, you know? She was inspired by the one book, and that was made in kind of a similar way, so she makes one for herself and her journeys, and it's even better, right? So it's pretty cool stuff. Now, the episode itself, let's see. Where do I even begin? I mean, we see Elena. She goes somewhere, and it's like the country that makes your wishes come true. So I wasn't quite sure what to expect at that point, because I mean, I didn't really, when it comes to wishes, I couldn't really think of anything specifically that Elena would wish for. I mean, I know what Saya would wish for sure, but not so much for Elena. So she goes in here, and we just see a lot of mist and emptiness, and it seems pretty desolate, right? But obviously we gotta run into someone here, or we can't have much of a story, right? So I was kind of curious what would happen at this point. And then we go inside the mansion and see Elena, like another Elena, you know, because there's a second one, this one wearing glasses, so clearly very different. And she just kind of leads us over to a big old Elena council, you know, like that one show, you know, about avoiding the death flags or whatever it was called. I don't remember what it was called. But, you know, she had her mental council of all of herselves and stuff. It kind of reminded me of that. And we just see a bunch of Elenas around a table, you know. And I pretty much immediately I noticed one that looked like slime. And I gotta wonder, like, what choice did she make led her to becoming a slime girl? Like, I don't remember if they actually, I know they talked about her like for a few seconds. I don't remember if they actually mentioned anything important about that. But yeah, how many Elenas do we have? We have the Russian Elena, the slime one. At least 3 depressed ones that were like under the table. We have our Chuny one. We have like a delinquent one with her legs on the table. We have the stupid one, the klutz one. We have the smart one with the glasses. We had one that likes girls. So, I mean, I think that's most of them. So, that's a lot of Elena for one person to handle. Oh yeah, one that was obsessed with money. So basically, yeah, kind of like different sides of Elena here. So, you know, we get to have very much a internal discussion with Elena, right? Where she gets to really delve deep into her own mind by literally conversing with different sides of herself and stuff like that. So, and oh yeah, one also really wanted that chest to be big, but it was never meant to happen. Like the fallout, they get destroyed by the enemy. It just was never going to happen. But man, just some of these Elenas. I loved all the just like as expected of me kind of stuff. That was always really funny. Just Chuny Elena just kind of was the funniest thing. I don't know why. That was great though. She just jumps on the table and starts dancing. I mean, I can't really pick the funniest moment. There was a lot of good ones, really. But we kind of explained the situation to Elena, that there's an evil, a violent Elena running around that we're all kind of scared of, and we're not sure what to do about it because, you know, we don't really want to fight her because we don't know what would happen, and also she's pretty scary. So we're just kind of deciding that this newest Elena gets to be protagonist Elena, so we get to put all the responsibility onto her for how to deal with it. You know, because the smart Elena knows that that's the best thing to do. So that's what we did. And yeah, I like when she just like went over there and then sat on the freaking throne. It's right about here. Yeah, I especially like the camera angle. We're like on the floor looking up at her. So she like adjusts her leg. At some point, her foot is like right in front of our face, like pretty close. So yeah, just everything about that shot just makes you just want to, you know, get on your knees and just kiss her feet, right? So very good camera work there for sure. And yeah, I mean, they just kind of have everyone speaking at the same time, so it's kind of hard to pick up on some of that. But that's pretty much about the same time that violent Elena decided to make her entrance, you know? Right after protagonist Elena made it look like she was in charge here. So pretty good timing, a pretty horrible timing, depending on how you want to look at it. But yeah, none of the Elenas seemed to be able to fight her too well. Like, chains were redirected, Opie were broken, you know, windows were broken. I mean, yeah, the fight in the episode was great in general. Some really good animation for sure throughout the episode. Even had tentacles, so, you know, doesn't get much better than that. basically it turned into a 1v1 of protagonist Elena versus violent Elena for a good chunk of this, and we pretty much just tuckered ourselves out by fighting. Although we're evenly matched, as you would expect from literally the same person. But it was mostly the talking that was the important part, really trying to figure out what's going on here. And unless I misinterpreted some stuff, which I'm sure I did, it seems like the different Elenas are different versions of Elena with different decisions made along the same journey. Kind of like parallel universes, string theory, branching paths, however you want to describe it. That sort of thing. You know, every decision you make is a different branch. So, and those branches can lead, even if you start the same type of Elena, different experiences, depending on how you handle it, can shape you in very different ways. Because in this show, Elena has been met up with some pretty not so great stuff, and she's made decisions. Some of them right, some of them probably not right. I mean, it's really a matter of opinion, but definitely you could make a worse decisions could have been made, is I think the point of this, right? I mean, this Elena over here, clearly not very happy with herself, right? So you can kind of assume she could have handled things better in her branch, whatever, for sure. But yeah, this is what Elena wished for, you know, getting to see all of her other selves. And what good came of this was getting that book created, so I'd say it was definitely worth doing. But it's just funny that the final episode's literally just 99% just Elena, right? That's just as expected of Elena. But yeah, it just was nice they were all just tuckered out, laying on the ground, finishing up their important conversation. And just the term self-centered is just funny because it's all the same person here. So, you know, calling each other self-centered, there's a lot of comedy in that vein in the episode, for sure. But yeah, just all the Elenas with their each little diaries, looking through it, kind of like what you call it, a think tank. I don't know, just like a big group get together here to come up with our own like assignments, you know, our compilation. A book that will surpass the Adventures of Nikke, like by far. I did like how everyone was given their own idea for the title. We had some great options here, for sure. I think it was right about here that we mentioned the titles. Oh yeah, also one of them meowed. Was there a cat girl one that I never noticed? Because one of them definitely meowed. Yeah, what should we do about the title then? The Adventures of Elena, that's not bad. But, you know, it's obviously similar to the other one. Let's Go Elena. Also not bad. Yuri no Hanasaku whatever Elena is also pretty good. Can't argue with that one. You can have big boobs too, probably not. That's the worst one so far, for sure. How to declare properly, also pretty bad. How to make 1 trillion gold coins, it probably sell well, but also not a great title. Elena's Dream Diary, not too bad. I would definitely accept that one. This one, The Days of Saya and My Love. I mean, I think that was overall the best title. Really can't argue with that. Although Hell Apart, I kind of like that one too. Stairway to Heaven, Happiest Side of Home. Obviously, that's probably the worst title, just because it's supposed to be a journey, right? And Kodo Show, I don't think anyone liked that one. So, yeah, I think the one we chose was the best one. You know, of course, it's the most obvious one too, because that's the name of the show, right? So. And then we got to see Elena sleep with herself. That was quite the visual. Like, they're just both sleeping in this big old bed, facing each other, hands also in each other's direction. It looked very romantic, for sure. And since it's the same person, it's just fairly amusing. But boy did it look that way. Like, I wonder if Saya saw this, if she'd be jealous or not, or she just like immediately jump in the middle of it. Maybe a little bit A, a little bit of B. I kind of wanted to jump in the middle of it. But anyway, that is Elena's journey, you know? Majo no Tabitabi, Wandering Witch. And then we had the ending scene, which was a bit odd. Like, we see a girl. She just, like, writing a book as Elena's just casually eating an apple. I wasn't sure this was. I mean, the first thought was Saya, but it clearly wasn't. Because we actually got her name later. It was Amnesia. But I don't think we've seen her in the show before. But the way Elena's talking, like, she's clearly going to be an important character. So it really does seem like it's teasing for, like, you know, future stuff. I mean, either second season or go read the source material sort of thing, right? I mean, her character design is very much, like, the second you see it, you know, yeah, this is an important character. This is not a one-episode character. Just look at that design. So, that's why I was so curious when we actually saw her. Like, who is this person? But all we know is she was writing a book. Is she writing her own, like, her own travel diary? Is that what that was? I know Elena kind of talks to her here, giving her some good words of wisdom. She picks up the apple for her, which was quite nice. Let's both be careful. Then she walks away. Yeah, then we see the Wandering Witch there. But that's Elena's book. But even though she has it. So... Oh, you saw her writing though, right? That's why I'm a little bit confused. But, oh well. Oh well. Maybe they accidentally switched books, because... Yeah, we see hers. It says, read this when you wake up in the morning. So maybe that, I guess that's what happened then. They hit each other, they dropped each other's books, but they look so similar. They took each other's books by accident. That must have been what happened. Yeah, that went a little bit over my head the first time I watched it. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad I went through it again. That makes sense. That makes sense. So that's going to be an excuse for them to run into each other again, because they have to return each other's books, right? And of course, her name's Amnesia, I guess, supposed to represent, you know, her literally having amnesia. You know, that makes sense. And she says, I didn't know yet that she and I would be traveling together in the future. So, I mean, even Saya and her didn't travel together, so what's so special about her that she wants to travel with her? Like, I'm really curious about that one. Is she just more her type because she looks more similar to her? I don't know. I don't quite get the significance of this character. What about her would lead to traveling together? Exactly. Yeah, I definitely got a lot of questions about that I have no way to get answers to from the episode, but certainly interesting way to end things off. Really was not expecting that sort of stinger situation, that sort of teaser for future events. But man, I just... the shot of two Elenas in bed together holding hands, that kind of gives me life. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I call, you know, making up with each other. But anyway, yeah, great episode. I mean, hilarious, unpredictable, interesting, unique stuff. Great animated fighting, a lot of hilarious moments. You know, teasing for future events that makes you want to consume more of the overall story, whatever form that's in. Whether it be the source material or second season. Probably not a second season. Most shows don't get second seasons, but I'll still cross my fingers regardless. So, I mean, I quite liked the final episode. Like, I wasn't sure what we were gonna get for the final episode. I never would have predicted this, that's for sure. But I would liked a little bit of Saya. That's really my only complaint in it. But I guess, I mean, we got plenty of her last episode, so I really can't complain that much. But yeah, it is what it is. For sure, interesting episode. So yeah, I mean, overall show, I don't know if I have too much to say about it, because I almost forgot. I usually do that, don't I? Talk about the overall show in the last episode. I mean, it's been a good... I liked it. I like the show. You know, it's an adventure journey kind of show where we get to go from town to town, different experiences, meet new people, see our protagonist grow as a person as she experiences new, different stuff. And the final episode made sure to really highlight that aspect of the show, you know, that her decisions and stuff did help shape her to who she is now, for sure. So, yeah, I liked it. I don't really have too much to say about it. Just, I pretty much liked all the main characters. I mean, yeah, Elena was great. Saya was great. You know, Fran, whatever her name was, she was pretty great. You know, Mina, we didn't get much of her, but she was great too. So, yeah, I really don't have too much to say about the show, honestly, but I did enjoy it for sure. It's one of my favorites of the season, I would say. Top 5 for sure. Maybe top 3, but definitely top 5. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. So, like I said, this next season's pretty much starting. I mean, for all I know, the first shows maybe are already starting from the next season. So, yeah, like I said, feel free to let me know if there's anything you think would be good for me to react to. And in the comment section below, and maybe I'll see you in some other show. So, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.